Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this
Wet.
Tell them run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first I
Stretch.
Tell them run it up. I wake up,
Flex.
thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this
Wet.
Tell them run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first I
Stretch.
Tell them run it up.
9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up,
Flex.
thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this
Wet.
Tell them run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first I
Stretch.
Tell them run it up. I wake up,
Flex.
thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this
Wet.
Tell them run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first I
Stretch.
Tell them run it
Y'all
up.
gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Niger, he'll come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name.
I wake up,
Flex.
thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this
Wet.
Tell them run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first I
Stretch.
Tell them run it up. I wake up,
Flex.
thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this
Wet.
Tell them run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first I
Stretch.
Tell them run it up.
It's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the gram. I never mind, no man. At my 2020, whoa, whoa.
Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Happy Monday and happy September, guys. Hope everyone, last month of the quarter here. Yeah, let's get it. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is refreshed. New month. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, let's run all the business. Let's do all of this stuff. Make sure all systems go. And yeah, good morning to all. Good morning to all. So let's get it. Start off here with news for today. Today is going to be USD bank holiday, and that's about it. So USD bank holiday, no news. USD banks are closed, but we do have London banks open. So London session is going to be okay to trade in essence here, but we can expect traders as a whole to just take the day off, since USD is a major driver and one of the leading currencies. But that's going to be dependent on, let's have a look see here. First day of the month, important to show up, see how price action is, see what we're doing during the session, which will definitely set us up for tomorrow, which is going to be very important, right? So you kind of showing up here today, have a look at what's going on and just see what the charts are doing first of the month here. So yeah, looking at the rest of the week, obviously a bit of Swiss franc news, and then we start the USD news. We start I think next week will be more of the GBP news, and yeah, then we start into, you know, all ADP, NFP. First Friday of every month gonna be NFP week on Friday here. So that's gonna be our week in terms of news. Let's have a look at the analysis here and run it, right? So starting off with the monthly time frame here, we did discuss in the exclusive group on the webinar more in depth here, but big boy rejection on the monthly time frame. Normally when we have such a rejection, we do expect some form of a bounce, right? Moving on to the weekly time frame, closing bullish here, breaking current weekly highs. We have made a bottom wick, which is good, and yeah, it looks like it wants to try for some upside here. 4-hour time frame, we were speaking on the webinar how there could be a potential that we just see market open rip up. We did see it rip up a little bit here, but did get rejected around the 192.500 zone, actually precisely on 192.500 zone, key level rejection there. So yeah, now we're back in the range. This current 4-hour has one of the weakest bottom wicks here. We do have sort of a closure above. It's not really a closure on continuation. What I mean a closure on continuation is a strong closure to give us continuation. This is more of a close above, and now a kind of a liquidity grab, if almost. I'm sure a lot of buyers, I was speaking warning about buying at market open. A lot of buyers would have tried to execute at market open and probably got slipped a little bit now holding drawdown. So need to be very careful with that. If we want continuation, we need to hold supports above the previous 4-hour resistance. If not, unfortunately, we'll flip back into the bottom of the range. If we do flip back into the bottom of the range, I'm going to be enticed to actually buy from the bottom of the range here and give that a short higher time frame. I think that is going to be my plan. So it's not actually the worst thing. I actually would prefer it, as it will give us a nicer range towards the upside. If today we just want to keep on going towards the upside, that is also going to be an option where we will analyze our lower time frame ranges. So I'd like to bring in this 4-hour resistance. The 4-hour resistance is essentially 192 here. It's going to be our key level. So let's go ahead and drag this one up here to let's drag this one up here to 192.500. There we go. Coordinates 0.5. Perfect. That's our coordinates there. Okay. Yeah, sweet. So that's how the 4 hours looking. Mixed session today. Previous daily did close bullish. Previous 4-hour closing bearish, back inside the range. Very important closure here. Very limited bottom wick. We have currently pushing up. We found support around 500 here, and we're pushing up at the moment. This current candle, no bottom wick, looking like it wants to reject. Current 30-minute, 15 as well. Just straight pushes here. No 5-minute, no 5-minute structure here. So, you know, definitely something a little bit sketchy here. Have to be careful, have to let it form structure. If buys are going to come through today, they're going to be above the 4-hour resistance. There's no chance of buying before that. You know, and if we just end up ranging in here, well, so be it. Actually, if we come down here, it's actually better, to be honest, higher time frame. So let's see what ends up happening. Obviously breakout buys, obviously supports above. I'd say your buys are coming above 192 today. 30-minute has this resistance we tapped. This currently is rejecting currently. So what you'd want to see is support formed, just so you're not running 50 pip stop loss below the structure, right? We don't want to be running 58 pip stop loss. We want support to be formed, run stop loss below that support, and then target the highs here and potential continuation. So that's going to be the plan on GJ. Looking at gold here, gold at the moment, let's have a look. Start off with monthly time frame, right? Closing pretty strong. We do have the option for monthly to backfill down into 2450s. Remember, a backfill into 2450s, guys, on the webinar yesterday when we were talking about that zone 2450, all it is a retest of monthly open, right? Retest of monthly open. So that could be a setup for higher time frame buys, and we could see short term in the lower time frames we just pull back to make a monthly bottom wick, grab liquidity for the macro higher time frame bullish bias we have here on gold, because nothing is indicating massive reversal. If anything, we're indicating weakness for pullbacks. That pullback will give potential opportunity for upside with the way we're posturing, right? So current previous daily close bearish here. We do have a daily support down there, which is marked already. Perfect. 4-hour time frame is also closing bearish here. We did slightly close below. We're trying for a wick fill at the moment. This is a tricky zone in this whole zone here. We're seeing a lot of rejections, not really much continuation, but price is trying to continue at the moment. If we were to look at 1-hour time frame, we're trying to create a resistance here. This looks quite a nice little target we have potentially to fill the wick on the 4-hour and potentially to continue down. 30-minute as well. So let's bring back drawings and see how our drawings have populated on here. Let's mark this little support here. It's going to be our 30-minute and also a 15, I believe. 15 a little bit lower, but we're going to mark the 30 because the 30 comes first. Let's see if that's a 1-hour as well. Yeah, that's going to be our 1-hour as well here. So 1-hour support, 1S, right? So what I'd be looking for, let's have a look at lower time frame. 15-minute obviously has a zone here that I've marked up. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, we can see this zone. Yeah, I'd be looking for a close below that range, just because if you look at what this price action did here, we closed below, had the continuation, pulled back into the range. We didn't pull back to the range. We tried to reject the range, we failed, and now we're inside the range. So if price is going to find support, it's going to find support somewhere in here where we just retested, try some more upside, and then maybe fail, or it will just continue and retrace some of this move and we'll continue towards the upside. It being mixed session, as I believe, right? Previous daily, no, it is bearish session. So only sells today for me anyways. So both ways I'm looking for sells. But as we can see, this rejection coming through. Remember, today is bank holiday in US. Don't want to be pushing gold too hard today, to be honest. Yeah, I don't want to be pushing gold too hard today. I want to be taking entries, you know, probably more confirmation based entries. So I would like to see 30-minute close below this range here, just to leave our range, and I'd be actually interested in sells with bearish bias to retest down into these lows. Yeah, that's what I'd be looking at here, or at least some sort of closure below here. You know, I'd be interested in that. So yeah, I think that's the plan. That's the plan for gold sells here, to get back to the bottom of the range. So we can put that on here. I probably shouldn't put it on the chart because market makers are watching, right? So that's what I'll be looking for. No buys for me at the moment, as yeah, there's no buys for me at the moment because we are in a bearish bias. I don't see that being a viable option. So let's have a look at GU as well. GU ranging at the lows here. Remember, the guys who watch the webinar, I keep referring to it, but there's really important stuff in that. Previous daily obviously closing bearish here. Monthly candle giving a strong bullish close but rejecting in sort of this zone. Weekly candle is closing bearish. First weekly candle after a couple of weeks closing bearish. We could have another one of these scenarios where we break out, retest, and then continue. We could have a retest and continue. If gold wants to move down, GU will move down as well, and because that'll be on the backing of what? USD strength, right? Daily time frame breaking down here, we have daily time frame closing bearish, and we have previous 4-hour closing bearish. So sells do make sense today. Let's mark up some of the lower time frame selling zones. Let's have a look here for our support. I'd prefer if we actually pulled back during today. On a USD bank holiday, it would be great for us to pull back today, because if we could pull back today, then this will give us more range to sell back to, right? This would be actually quite nice. Since 4-hour target has been met, you know, we would need to sell below 4-hour target. So sells below this zone would make more sense, you know, once we get below. So actually I would like to see a pullback phase today. I would like to see pullbacks up to this 4-hour support and wait for rejections from there. kind of, if you guys have been watching, if you guys have watched Friday's stream, we talked about London being a pullback to end up, right? To end up failing, right? To end up failing. I would look for a similar scenario, probably lead into tomorrow, since we have what? Since we have bank holiday today, we might just range. So yeah, let's see what ends up happening, and let's react accordingly, right? Let's react accordingly and see. So that's basically the analysis overview here, new month, and yeah, that's what I'll be looking at here. So monthly candles are in a very interesting space here, you know, and definitely interesting monthly candle closes. A lot of stuff is looking counter trend in the beginning of the month here in terms of pullback phases. September historically has been the weakest month for gold in terms of upside gain, so this would make total sense. This would make total sense to see a bit of pullback during this month, or at least the first half of this month. So this is what I'll be looking for, as well as the GJ getting up here into further ranges here. Finally leaving this range should be something that we should be looking forward to, as it's been extremely boring to trade inside of this range, if not even tradable, right? So let's see what happens here. So hopefully right now GJ creates structure. I'm not in the mood to run a swing type stop loss or a session base, because we don't have New York session today. So I don't want to enter a position with a stop loss that I'm just going to be stuck in sideways consolidation, because of the reason we don't have New York to give me that extra volume or the potential. I rather get in a move and leave runners that are in profit and I can easily manage. So hopefully this can continue to reject 192, create structure if we want to continue up. If we don't want to continue up, then unfortunately it's going to be boring and range in between here. But if we see price come down towards the bottom of the range, it's actually going to be great opportunity, I would feel. So yeah, let's see what ends up happening. So current 15-minute on this candle here has no top wick. 5-minute did what? Closed back in the range, no top wick as well. So yeah, price is just trying to, you know, find its direction, find its way at the moment. 11 minutes till this 30-minute candle close here. So we'll see. We'll see how this candle, if this candle can actually breach below this zone here, get back below this zone here for potential sells. So yeah, that's the analysis, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed it and found something useful. And yeah, if you did, definitely leave a like. You guys know the drill. Hopefully you enjoyed yesterday's YouTube video. I put a lot of work into yesterday's YouTube video, but it seems like, and this is my point actually, it's really nuts, and this was proving my experiment. This was actually a video that we were going to only do in the exclusive group, right? I was only going to post this in the exclusive group, but I found this is actually can be a longer video and I can talk more about it in the exclusive group. But I said, hey, let me try it on YouTube and check this out, right? Average, look at the video views, 1K views only, right? Average is 2K. So look at this, right? This is just showing that, hey, the actual concepts that people want to get better is not what people are interested in. So this is proving the point to me that posting content is going to be, you know, more of, you need to post more entertaining one, more general stuff instead of in detail stuff, right? I spent 20 minutes making this video. Obviously that's edited. You could imagine how long. If a full week in the life ended up being 34 minutes, this video 20 minutes, you can imagine the detail I put on it. But it's only been 15 hours, yeah, but they're the first impressions, right? They're the people who watch the video, right? So you can see first impression. You get ranking on YouTube. This ranking on YouTube was ranked 9 out of 10, so worst, one of worst performing. So yeah, I appreciate the people who watched it, of course, and it was a good video based on the feedback, right? Based on the feedback. But this is interesting to see and nice data for me to accumulate into what people have been doing, and shows me that, hey, this type of content is going to be more, right, more geared towards people who actually want to take this a little bit more seriously. And you know, probably that's why we have the exclusive content, because it would simply not be worth it to post that type of stuff on YouTube. So I'm just trying to expose that to you guys so you understand, right? So you understand that it's not that I'm hiding things from you. It's just that, you know, obviously I rather post things that do well, right? That's obviously common sense. And I rather spend time where people appreciate more of that, you know? So this is the whole idea, and that's why I'm sharing it from you with you guys. you know, so that you guys understand. Bigger labels, please. Just zoom in. You can see the labels if you zoom in. Like, you can pinch your screen and zoom in. If you have a browser, you should be able to see it. Which trade is gold? Gold would end up being a setup number 2. Alright, that would be considered setup 2. Is 70 possible on gold? 70 what? 70 what? So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the analysis, broke down the monthly candles here, nice little quick analysis, preparing for the rest of the month here, using today as information. And yeah, you know, that's how it is. That's how it is. Dude is going to avoid any questions on Donvo and MAM accounts. Listen, I've addressed it on Friday's stream when it happened. You know, I've addressed it. I don't have any, you know, if you trying to get a reaction out to be trying to get me to name shame, then it's not going to work. I told you that basically risk management in place is always going to be a better idea, and that's about it, man. You know, there's, you know, obviously risks, and I think I've just seen social media absolutely blow up and try to get views off it. I don't want views off this, as I don't want to be known as someone who has got views from name shaming someone else. That's like the cheapest way. It's basically, yeah, it's the cheapest way to get attention online. And the people who are trying to use this to get attention online tells you a lot about them. I'll tell you that much. If they're so cared, if they care so much about other people, that means they're not focusing enough on themselves. At the end of the day, my goal is to focus on myself. Focus on myself. Focus on what needs to be done, right? So yeah, let's have a look at the boys' plans here. Start off here with Kyle's plan here, looking for gold, 4-hour candle both downside structure, keep going down. I don't agree with trying the idea of sell below, because you always want to be using the range you have, right? So this would be probably where you get faked out and lose the trade, right? So always look, how can I trade to the lows that have already been created? That's part A. Kind of like this. I like this. This is good. Yeah, it's also a key level. Thanks for pointing that out. That's a good point. It's also a key level. See here, we're on gold here, looking for sells. Yep. Perfect. Yes, I like this. All aligned. GU probably, yeah, waiting to get below that. GJ plan above, buys above that zone. Yep, that looks good. Also key level there. GJ plan, same similar plan. I would say, yeah, your buys should be above here, buys above this range. Good. GJ plan here. Let's see, his charts are all messed up. I need to zoom in for him. Buys above this zone here. Yeah, same zone everyone has. Sell below. Yeah, I think if you want to continue trading this range, then yeah, that's where your sell is gonna be. As personally for me, I'm just overall staying out the range until I can look for higher time frame positions, not scalping positions. Because even if you're looking to sell below your zone, it could reject off here, it can reject off here. So you're probably just gonna end up losing your trade. And then when you look back and journal this, you go and say, I shouldn't have traded the range. You know, and then you just look back and say, shit, all I did was repeat the mistake of last month of trading in the range, you know? Yeah, I mean, that's for me still considered in the range. If you want to try sell from here, sure. I think that would have more likelihood of playing out since you're trying to sell from the top of the range. I mean, only thing that's going to happen is if you get unlucky today and today's the day that it actually moves up, then yeah, that's it. But I would say if you're going to sell, then you sell from here. Right, where you picked out, because you'll be selling technically top of range, right? You'd be selling top of range to go down, which makes more sense, right? And especially with mixed bias and 4-hour now retested the top of the range, it makes total sense. But for me, this is more of a bullish accumulation than bearish accumulation. I think we can all see that, how we have higher lows coming in here and how we're squeezing towards the upside. So it would be sort of counter trend. But yeah, if you're gonna rip the sells, then that's where it'd have to be from. I prefer watching you than those who don't make live trades or live analysis. Thank you, thank you. So good to see high standards of character like yours, as well as high standards of trading skill. Love this channel. I appreciate the support, brother. I hope you make a video on swing trading. Yeah, we have a basic video on swing trading. You should check it out. This is just telling you how to apply on higher time frames. Swing trading is the exact same of how I trade lower time frame. The only difference is that it's you just need to apply zones. You need to have zones. You can't randomly buy and sell, right? But check out my swing trading price action video. You know, this is gonna be good. So it's exactly the same setups, but again, setup 1 is not gonna be the option on swing trades because you're not buying continuation on a swing trade. You're trying to swing price. It's just it's too clean of a move up. Yeah, that's why you would expect it to retrace. Problem is, where does it stop retracement? Does that make sense? Could stop in the middle here if we're bullish today. But yeah, obviously this is way too clean. There's no structure. It's very weak, right? Very weak to hold price up is what I would say. USD bank holiday pairs will be affected by this. Yes, and if they are affected by this, no problem. We're just here to first day of the month. It's an important day to show up. Many people skip today, but this is your fresh price action. This is the price action being developed from the beginning of the month. We can gain a lot of information for tomorrow, what time we see price move. Remember, London banks aren't closed, so if we get volume from London banks, they're gonna come as normal. If it doesn't, because traders are just taking time off, then we're here to just observe, right? This is part of the trader. Let me put the likes in chat. Start Q&A, not Q&A, sorry. Morning gang, what did I miss? Just the whole analysis and plan. That's it. Tradesharpe, Harry, would you 100%, you would be 100% over 100k subs and averaging more than 1,000 a stream if you are NY streamer. In the West London, it's just too early to trade. Would you give NY session a chance? London, okay, first of all, it's not too early to trade as people are too lazy to trade. Second of all, if you look at London session, the reason it's called London session is it's because it is London session, right? It is for the London traders. And realize it's not my my lifestyle. I'm not on YouTube to trade for YouTube. If I was, that's not my lifestyle, right? You have to understand that I'm here to trade for myself, and I'm kindly sharing that on YouTube as well, to, you know, let people have a look, let people, you know, learn and stuff like that. So it's not, I'm not here to trade for YouTube, right? So I want to make that a very clear distinction. But obviously, yeah, I think, you know, if I did trade NY, I could gain more traction and stuff like that. But my game is London, man. You know, I need to show up for London and respect the London traders, because that's where my game is. NY, it doesn't suit my lifestyle because I'm out of the house. I have a life, you know, I don't want to be a double streamer. That's just silly. That shows that you're there for other reasons, and that's unhealthy. For sure, you know, so realize that. But, you know, I would like, obviously, it would be nice to have more people to join us during London. So maybe we can do occasional. We can do occasional NY streams for sure, just to show people the difference of how I trade during that. But we do it more as special, NY special, just to see how it goes. Right? Poll is yes or yes. Yep, I only give people one answer. Positivity only. They can only choose yes. you know. But NY session, we're trading mostly with the guys in the exclusive group. Plans are sent there. This is the whole point of being part of a community, is understanding what you're doing, right? You need to understand what you're doing, have a plan, and just wait. How often do your students get funded? Quite often, man, quite often. At the moment, we're running about, at least I'm seeing so far, 2 people per month are getting funded. That's on average so far what we're seeing. With the size of active people in our group, that is actually quite a big percentage. What percentage would that be? Let's have a look. Let's see. 10% would be 6. 2%, 2 people, 2, 4, 6, 10. Yeah, it's about, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good percentage. Starting a new job today, will miss more. Don't worry, you always have my plans. I always break them down during the stream anyways, so you'll be here for that. Don't need to worry about that. Yeah, look at this gold bounce. Remember what I was talking about, guys, how if we respect the bottom of the range, this shit's gonna bounce up. If we respect the bottom of the range, this shit's gonna bounce up, right? This is my point. So when we break back into a range, we are breaking back into the range. In order for us to continue down, we need to break back outside of the range, right? This is the reason why we were waiting for sells below here. Understand that, how you save losses, how you save trades, by understanding and doing your analysis beginning or in the morning, right? Have a full plan, understand what price action has done, and react accordingly. Now, this 1 hour candle here could just be the top wick for sure. But again, if I took any trade earlier, I'd probably put my stop loss above this high, and that's me stopped out if I were to take that trade. So regardless, it wouldn't be good. So again, same plan, sells below. GJ as well, trying to create support, so we do have structure now on GJ. GJ is fishy though. GJ is fishy without liquidity grabs down here. For me, it's fishy. If I take a buy on GJ, I'm going hyper aggressive with it. Even if something closes above here, if I start to see that shit fail, I'm out. I'm out. Even if it flies after, because there's just too much downside space. I'm not buying from lows. I'm buying literally at the highs, and this is nothing for GJ to break. You know, 24 pips. And that's still, you know, decent amount of pips, because below here we have decent range, you know. This is like another 27 pips, and price could just do this to do that. You're stopped out and it continues up, whereas you could have just waited for something better. And then it makes it really misfortunate. Is US30 like gold but on crack? It's an indice, so it directly reacts off what? Directly reacts off market open here. So you can get some very big whipsaws, yes. Why aren't all your students funded and profitable? Because they're new, right? Some people have only joined the group for a month. Some people have only joined the group for a couple of weeks. Some people have been in for 2 months. Some people have been in 3 months. It's not like everyone joined the group at the same time and joined the same journey. Some people joined the group with zero knowledge. Some people were ICT traders. Some people had 8 years of trading knowledge, you know? Like, it's actually a problem. It's actually a problem that I've seen people come in this group and they struggle, who have 5 years of... They have 5 years of what? They have 5 years of experience. Who's been your most profitable student? I can't say, as he publicly told me not to disclose. But yeah, he trades a bigger account. And yeah. I would say that's in terms of, but in terms of profitability, I notice who are, you know, in the profitable stage, it's pretty much even, man. It's pretty much even. Like, there's no outlier because we're trading the same way. And I think people fail to understand that as we're trading as a community. It's not like one person is doing one person is doing something else. We're all together trading together. So results are very similar. Results are very similar. Like the only way that it could change results is if someone manages the trade differently, you know. I'm comfortable with my live account. Yeah, that's, you know, that's amazing. Of course, we've seen you. Harry, on gold, if we take sells below, would this be a type B setup or would it have SL above the range? Depends on how we close. At the moment, it would look maybe more like a type A setup where we have the continuation and we put stop loss above a candle, not a range, you know. So do you trade New York session? I do trade New York session. We do it in the group though, right? And it's a live chat. So we're chatting together and we have in our group, you'll see people in there now. We have voice chat here. So people will jump in voice chat and then we have my plans being sent daily, all my NY plans of what I'm looking for exactly for. And then here, this is the chat. You can see how everyone is discussing different positions. If I join your community, will I get funded in a month? Depends, man, on your skill level. That's individual. It's individual. He's a good mentor, so I should get funded as soon as I join. Yeah, and the key word in that sentence is I, right? I should get funded. So it's going to be up to you, right? Because if you go and mess up your psychology, you're not getting funded. If you go and FOMO trade, you're not getting funded. If you go and revenge trade, you're not getting funded, right? So realize that. And probably if that's your mindset, then you're probably not going to be a suitable funded trader. Remember, being funded is not the best thing, right? Actually getting payouts and being consistently funded is better, because that is where you actually make money, right? Obviously it's a journey to get funded and it's a big achievement, you know, coming from, let's say, nothing, you're a beginner trader, now you get funded. Amazing. It's a big journey, you've achieved something massive. But the real goal, and where I'm like, already when people tell me I've got funded, I'm like, it's okay, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm really like, okay, let's keep this consistency going, right? And that's my focus, is to keep their consistency. Jason, I've joined the already funded, but after 3 years of different groups, wow, 3 years different groups, I can surely say Harry's a really good teacher and trader. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. All right, going towards the upside here, 5 minutes for this 15-minute candle to close. Might give us a good close here. Let's see how this candle closes. Let's see how this candle closes. What stop loss looking like? Pretty big, huh? 25 pip stop loss. We do have range though. I got funded because of you, coach. Yes, I saw. And it's not because of me, it's because of you. You got yourself funded. I only guided, right? That's what people... It's not my credit. I guess I can take some credit for helping, of course. No doubt about that. But at the end of the day, you guys put in the work, right? Is GJ finally gonna break out the range? Oof, who knows? Who knows? Depends if it wants to be nasty and this candle closes above here and there's just no continuation. I'm on gold sells and losing. That's unfortunate. Like I said, gold sells will not make sense till we leave the range. This is why show up for the analysis in the morning, guys. Show up for the analysis. There's a reason I show up 30 minutes before the session to give analysis. right? Because this is where the sells are going to come below, outside of the range. Remember, this candle here is telling you, hey, I'm closing back inside the range, right? I'm closing back inside the range, so in order for me to go down, I need to leave the range. Otherwise, I'm going to stay in this range. This could just chop in here. If 30-minute would have closed, it would have been better on GJ. Close where? Close where? And close what? Because if this 30-minute just closed bullish here, it's not that good because there's no pullback. This candle actually giving a pullback is important because now it's given us 15-minute structure. So it was actually better that we closed bearish. To create that structure, you get what I'm saying? Above the key zone, the moment with the at the moment of the 15-minute pullback, but the 15-minute pullback was the 30-minute closing bearish, right? Thanks for the videos on price action. I appreciate it, man. Harry, why are you not skeptical on GJ since 4 hour has no bottom wick? I am skeptical. I never said I wasn't. I said if it does close above, I'm more skeptical of all this clean space down here. This 5-minute is not healthy. With no structure inside of here, if this just fakes out, there's a high chance we could fill some of this range. So don't worry, I am skeptical, but doesn't mean that I'm going to be scared to take an option, because with volume, we're day traders. Just to get back up to the highs, 25 pip stop loss, you have a 34 pip range. So as a day trader, that's enough of a range to trade, because before we come fill some of the downside, we could have some upside, and it would be good to be part of that, right? Yeah, we do have a nipple. I think I want to see my broker though. See how it looks on my... Yeah, broker has a bottom wick as well. Hey Harry, I wanted to thank you for being consistent, one of the best real trader here on YouTube. Been watching you for over a year now, and my trading has improved immensely, especially price action. Oh, amazing, man. I appreciate the support, and yeah, shout out. Your win rate has decreased from 80% to 75. Hey, 76.8. Don't reduce that 1.68%. Is your strategy still working? No, it doesn't work, because I'm down 4% on win rate and I'm up 100 plus trades. As you get more trades, win rate will fluctuate. And if you think going from 80 to 75% win rate means your strategy doesn't work, then oh, God help you. And you're the same person who wants to get funded. I'd recommend you change your mentality if you want to consider joining the exclusive group. I don't think it will be suited for you. Like, I'm being honest, you know. Actually, it might help you, but you know, you really need to change your mentality. All right, this candle here closing, guys. Look, close below 4 hour. Very important. This is a bait. This is a bait to continue up. We're closing below 4 hour potentially. Let's see. Maybe last few seconds it does some business. Yeah, it's below key level. Very clearly below key level for me here. Below this resistance, and most importantly below 4 hour. That's what's more important, is look at structure. We are below structure, so we see nothing closing above that. So I'm very cautious with this, as this would just not follow my plan. Even if this plays out, I don't have a plan. The only way I can get in this trade, and I'm gonna tell you this option in case you guys are like FOMO traders and have to get in a move, the only way you can take this right now, only way, is re-break of the highs with stop loss below the range here. Looking like, I think you can get away with a 60 pip stop loss. But again, this is intraday. You're looking to take this for the rest of the day potentially. And we could pull back all the way down to here. It's just not my plan first day of the month and on bank holiday to run an intraday idea when we could just pull back in the range. Because it's so important. We don't have a 4 hour breakout candle. Notice last time when we broke out the range, guys, Can anyone tell me what the 4-hour did before we broke out? Irregardless that this was news. But what's key here is breaking out the range entitles a 4-hour continuation. Break out this range, 4-hour continuation, right? Let's see other examples. That's about it. Obviously you can see 4-hour continuation towards the downside here. This is a nice one. Break out this big range. What did we have? 4-hour candle closing below, right? Can you see that? That is what gives you your confirmation. If we had this 4-hour candle today, I would just take it as a breakout based on 4-hour. I would take it on a breakout based on 4-hour because why not? I don't care holding range. The reason I don't care holding range is because my stop loss, even if today is a bank holiday, doesn't matter because my stop loss is in a safe place. But we're not having a 4-hour breakout candle. This has an opportunity to do so in 2 hours 42 minutes. But what I would have hoped is lower time frame gives me an entry that I can anticipate the 4-hour to close somewhere up here. I'm in from down here. I can even hold runners. I can hold runners to run and do business here, right? See how gold is doing. See how that candle closed on gold. 15 minutes strong bullish candle on 15 minutes here. Strong bullish candle on 15. So we're pulling back. Remember, gold has today a bank holiday anyway, so I expect gold to be a little bit more inconsistent. You know, but I'm not looking to buy. I'm looking to sell today with bearish bias. I feel like my SL are too small on a 10k account. I'm being paranoid, or is it 200 too generally too small? You have to base SL based on what? Based on structure. My most recent video, guys, check it out, actually talks about SL, how to place SL and TP. There's also videos on my channel which is literally called stop loss placement. Just search it, go to the search bar and search stop loss placement. So check that out. Check out my latest video here. This is actually a lot of detail in this video. It will actually help you. I sold gold at a very weird level with previous hour and 4-hour bearish. Looking at that, I sold. Yeah, but remember, you sold inside the range. This is what I was explaining in the beginning. This is why I show up, do analysis before any decisions. This looked good. Lower high, 30-minute close bearish here, broke the lows, but we're in the range. You need price to leave the range. It's how just price action works. Remember, we trade in ranges. I talk about this concept, and yeah, that would just be your mistake. But hey, the good thing is there is a mistake. If there wasn't a mistake, then it would be sucked, because it would be like, this is just probabilities. Maybe I shouldn't have traded on bank holiday, and you're just kicking yourself all day. But today is clear, simple, didn't leave the range, no sales. Up 2% on my first 100k funded. Wanted to thank you enough for keeping me profitable through the chop last month. Oh, I appreciate that. Road to 10% soon. Remember the first when I first found stream a few months ago, just paper trading. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, amazing, man. 2% is healthy. And yeah, imagine you got chopped up, you probably be down on your funded account. So it's good to see you up on your funded account. And yeah. The trading geek is copying your videos and info, really, like direct copying. I don't think I'm that popular enough for him to be copying. Isn't he some guru with like 500,000 subscribers or something? This week I plan to join waitlist. Yeah, what I'm planning to do is for this week to keep waitlist open. I haven't opened the group for this month. This month I haven't opened the group. I don't know when I'm going to open the group. I'm keeping it quite contained, quite closed at the moment. You know? So we'll see, you know, but definitely when I do, so I'm letting people on the wait list, but I don't think maybe I'll publicly open it for people to come in. I'll just accept people off wait list, as this is way more controlled, and I'm keeping it very, very limited people coming in, as I'm really finding it more enjoyable having quality in there, you know. So I think this is a good way, and until I see people are, you know, literally gonna be in a good mindset to join the group, then probably I might open it again. I don't know my plans. But for now, only waitlist is open. But you can join the waitlist if that's what you've been interested in. What about the last winner? Did he reply? Yes, he did reply. The winner of the funded, right? You're talking about? So yeah, he did reply. We sorted him out. But now what we're doing is I'm actually going to handpick someone in the group to give a funded to. So now I'm thinking, okay, what's an option to get in here on GJ? Because we have a bit of contradiction here. In 8 minutes, right, if we see price close above here, in 8 minutes, this is a weak 15-minute candle bullish close. Don't like it, but the 30-minute looks good, right? So you'd have to base it on 30-minute. Give it to me, please. I don't even know your name. You put your name Zoom user. Is this the same Zoom user again? It's Peter. So yeah, let's see what happens. It's quite tricky at this zone to look for buys here. It's quite tricky. Did you want a stronger pullback on GJ? Preferably yes, but I'm just trying to figure out how we can get in. How we can get in right now. Hi, does your friends know that you'll be trading, that you do Forex trading? Yes, because they follow me on Instagram, right? $15 close above key level. This would be the option, right? This would be the option, 15 close. Problem is, weak 15 bullish closes normally end into reversals, right? Unless they're liquidity grab closures. I want to show you stuff like this type of stuff where we just see weak. I want to find an example of a weak candle close, something like this. You see how it ends up being reversed? Look at the weak candle close. So if we look at this scenario where we have a weak candle closing like this above a level, but look at 30 on 15. That's why it was hard to find. Let's go back on 15 and show you. I want to just try find these weak candle closes. Normally are not very good. Stuff like this. These dojis are, see, this doji ended up into a pullback first. Yeah, we'll have to see. 30-minute, we'll just have to base it off 30-minute here. Needs to chill where it is right now. Any higher it push, we don't have the range. So you actually want this 5-minute to give us a thunder right now. We want the 5-minute to give us a thunder right now. So we'll see what happens. Give me a sec, I'll go to toilet, come back. All right, yeah, we wanted to chill here. It's where we wanted to chill. Like I said, only other option was based on 1 hour, but hey, I'm not running that big boy stop. How big is stop based on 1 hour? 49 pips, not worth it for 28 pips here. This 5 has no bottom wick, so does have a chance to flip. Never mind, that's it gone. Yeah, GJ, some volume into here on GJ, pushing towards the upside nicely. So no setup for us, unfortunately. And typical bank holiday price action. Closes below 4 hour, closes below resistance, and that was it. End of story. How much does Tradesharpe program cost? The group costs $50 a month. So $1 a day, less than $1 a day. $1.8 a day or something. No bottom wick on this 5. Mathing? No, it's $1.8. $1.8. That's how much. I'd watch this zone here. Music is good. You're playing from YouTube? No, I'm not playing from YouTube. How many pips was SL? Right now, if you took it here, your SL would be around 36 pips, 35 pips, yeah. Pushing up again without making bottom wick. I think higher time frame is the best here, but higher time frame's hard because we don't have confirmation of higher time frame. Right? Because we have no 1 hour, even 1 hour, taking it based on this 1 hour close here break of high. It's hard. It's hard trade to take. It's a hard trade to take. We're not out the range just yet fully, guys. We're just working on it. Look how I tapped my box and now rejecting, huh? Some man in the background talking. Maybe the gardeners you're hearing. Probably that, if I had to imagine. I wish gold sells. We're at 2,500, brother. We're at 2,500. I think gold sells will be from somewhere up here if we start to create a rejection. We are creating range. GJ closed here, current candle making its bottom wick, 30-minute close bullish here. 5-minute, previous 5-minute, no structure at the moment. Retest entry is an option though. We do have retest entry being an option here. After that push, what are we gonna ask for? Ask for what? First day of the month, a bank holiday, feel good observing the market? Yes. That's also not a bad idea. Yeah, it's again with people with the rush mindset, you know? Rush mindset. It's a new month. You wouldn't be treating this the same. Don't rush into anything. Since it closed above, would you have entered? If it did close above my zone here nicely, yes, I would have entered. But now we're at target. We're very close to target. I guess you could run it off this stop loss. Yeah, that could have made sense. But that's FOMO. I feel like I'm FOMOing if I do that. Unless we get a thunder, because yeah, look how messy 5 minutes is. Thunder would allow me to have somewhere to manage as well. So we'll see, we'll see. Why don't you add another pair which can give more trade opportunities? Because we're just about to break out the range. You guys don't understand we were stuck in the range. So now you want me to add a pair when we start to break out the range. This is where things can get interesting, but you have to give it a day. Today's bank holiday. Today is bank holiday. Give it a second. To get in buy seems a hard ask right now. Yeah, it's not the easiest. First night of September, gotta release this new PA release, exactly. But yeah, I mean, if I notice my pairs being inconsistent, I mean, we have three pairs already. Bank holiday on 2 of the pairs. I'm still looking for these sells though, right? Sells are still gonna be an option for me. You know, 2 of the pairs, if they start underperforming, yes, I can add another pair on top of that. But if I was to add another pair, it's gonna be in indices, right? I'm gonna add an indice probably, as that is gonna be something different than Forex, right? So I'd probably look into something like, I think since London Trader would have to be DAX, since we have information on that. You know, so that's how it would work. That's how it would work. But then if I do that, you know how it works online? Like you do that, I do it for myself, but then you guys are gonna be like, bro, why aren't you trading GJ? Why aren't you trading gold? I don't trade DAX. I don't have DAX on my broker. That's unfair. So realize everything at the end of the day is going to be based on me, right? So it has to be my decision end of day. Because I'll be doing it for me, not for other people. Because either way, people are going to complain that they don't have DAX or their DAX spread is high or whatever. They don't trade that. They want GJ. How about US oil? Yes, I like oil as a swing pair. As a swing pair, oil is a good option here. Right? Gold might get below the zone here on the next 15-minute candle. I won't like this one 15-minute candle since it will be a big boy stop, unfortunately. DAX would be good for me if you choose to add it. Looks like nice movement during London. Yeah, it would be good for you, but I'd say it has to be good for me, right? There would need to be a need because I don't want to miss out on this this breakout on GJ, right? And it's the first day of the month. We don't need to add pairs. If this is going to continue for this week, then yeah, I'll add a pair, no problem. But first day of the month, like, come on guys, relax. Relax, relax. First day of the month. Just take both trades? I could do, yes, I could do, but I want to do a little bit more work on DAX, right? Not just gonna say at the end, I've been back testing it enough, looking at it for sure, you know. And that's the power of having your own backtesting software. It does become useful, right? It does become useful. So I have been backtesting it on our software. We do have DAX on our software because we have a portion of our group who actually love trading DAX. So we put it on for them first. And yeah, guess it is useful. Can I have feedback on my US oil trade? Okay, let's have a look. Where did you send it? General chat? Okay, let's have a look here. Looking for buys from this little demand zone from down here. Problem is, do we want to dive deeper, right? Do we want to dive deeper? Do we want to dive deeper on DAX here into this, not DAX, sorry, US oil onto this deeper zone here, right? Because we've been in a bit of a downtrend, but I can see what you're looking at. Probably stop loss would have to go below this zone here, so I'll be careful with that right now. I think it's a little bit too early. DAX just gave a S5 fake out, not looking good. DAX is chopping today. If I traded DAX today, guys, even today it's chopping. 15-minute I can see is chopping. There's no real clean ranges till we probably leave the support. I'll probably be looking for sells on DAX below that. That would be a good option. Yeah, probably for that. For the buys, we're very close to 4-hour resistance, so we're quite choppy. Yeah, but we're chopping, Claudia. There's no buys until we break out because you just buy straight into 4-hour resistance. So it would be a shit trade. Just because it's DAX doesn't mean you start breaking rules, right? Isn't Thunder forming on a GJ? Yep, potentially is if you want to scalp it. Actually, no, that's not a Thunder. Thunder would be rejection wick. This is closing bearish at my zone as well. So this could give us maximum. Here I'd be looking for is retest entry. A retest entry. Which means it comes back to around 192 and we look to take a retest entry. Based on the 1 hour as well. If 1 hour wants to close bullish like this, we can look for retest entry. Have to be extremely careful trying to buy highs on GJ. Last thing we want is fake outs on a new month. Harry, what do you think about wick entries? Gives you more pips and tighter SL? Yeah, it's good if you can figure out how to time the wick, right? And not get stuck in a drawdown. It's my 18th birthday today. Recently, I passed my funded account challenge and I'm here a live account now. It's also my first year in college in something that I have an interest in. Nice. I'm getting fit and overall improving the quality of my and others' life. You have been a big help in helping me with my trading. Importantly, my psychology. You're a real one. Amazing. I'll be joining the exclusive sometime, hoping to meet you some years down the line. I'm gonna be consistent with this. Not gonna lose peace, continue and get better. Nice. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Damn. Could you please read my message above? I did read it. I said I appreciate that, man. So, Harry, is wick entry something you're backtesting on your software? I've done it before. I used to do it before wick entries. And the problem is they weren't accurate because you could get entered in a wick, for example, like this. And then it keep dumping, stop you out first. You know? So I definitely think if it wicks down to a zone, that is where it's powerful. But we haven't got that in a while. It's very powerful when it wicks down to a zone. Check GU. Yeah, we can see what's going on with GU at the moment. It's working on this retracement. This is good. Higher can come here. We can look for sells. Do we have mixed bias on GU today? Previous 4 hour bearish. No, it is bearish bias. So I'd have to stick to bias. I think GU could perform exactly what it did on Friday here, where we push up during London, change of structure and continue down. Only difference is for a counter trend setup today, if we want to rip counter trend, we have this annoying resistance here towards the left. So I'm going to be sticking with trend. It's not as clean as this counter trend setup, which we had a clear range. It always amazes me how you can calculate bias without an indicator. It's simple, man. Come on. I made it, so you have to realize it's extremely clear in my head because it's something I came up with. Understanding previous daily, previous 4 hour. I mean, it's not fully. I mean, I'm 99% sure people have come up with that. Especially previous daily and previous 4 hour close. Mostly previous 4 hour close. Only option we might have today is 5-minute scalp. Five-minute scalp. 1 hour, 17 minutes. This in 2 minutes, we want it to close actually as a setup 3. We want this to close as a setup 3, doji bearish, and then next 5 close above, we will have a setup 3. And then we can scalp it because stop loss will be small, will be worth the scalp, even though if it's a high chance, not high chance, but there's a higher chance of it being a loss since it's not really in a proper zone. But it could be worth the shot. Harry, I see you with shoulder boulders from the IG story. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, guys, make sure you're following my Instagram. I'm planning maybe to do one more giveaway on Instagram for Tradesharpe exclusive. We did one spot. People were saying that, can I do another spot? So I said, yeah, normally I do it on Instagram. So here you go. That's my Instagram. Make sure you're following me. And yeah, let's see if we can do a giveaway. Probably tomorrow on stream or something. I'll just need to set it up. But I'm telling you from advance that... follow me so that you can be part of that if you're interested. It's free. All it will take is reacting to a story. That's how I do giveaways on Instagram. I say react to a story. I scroll randomly, select someone and DM them. Yeah, but your form wasn't right. Here we go. Form police in the chat, right? Always need to criticize form. Just go to the gym, lift weight, progress, and get bigger, bro. Form. Fucking hell. Harry, can I join the exclusive because my strategy is really similar to yours, but there are some certain differences that I implement? For sure. We welcome that. As you know, you can open our eyes to different things and we can share. I mean, the exclusive is a community. You're trading with a team here, man. You're trading with a team. You're trading with a team. So yeah. All right, so bearish candle close here, 5-minute candle close below. I'd say a 5-minute candle close above is minimum because we have bearish candle close at a zone, right? So if we get the 5-minute close above, there might be a scalp, a quick one-to-one scalp. Yeah. If I trade a different strategy, can I still join the exclusive? You can. You'll benefit from the psychological aspects. As long as you're just not there to shill trades. You get what I mean? Look at this, look at that. Like, we just don't want that. We're just trading together. Like, you know, I'm not going to stop you from joining it for sure. Harry, if the previous 4-hour candle closed green, but the one with the longest top wick that made positive or negative, if it's like a doji candle, then yeah, it's different. It's different because doji candle lean more to the daily and the previous candle before the doji candle. You know? Harry is an ego lifter. Actually, in those lateral raises was only 10 kg dumbbells. I was focusing on squeeze and higher reps, so I don't think much ego there. But maybe for someone like you, 10 kg is heavy. See that little attack? It's called a sneak attack. It's like you reply nicely, but there's a little sneak attack there. This is a special lesson to learn how to sneak attack there. How can I survive when I have both buy and sell trade at daily high and low? Close one, man. You have to manage. Make sure you come into the plan. Buying and selling is a very dangerous thing at highs and lows. So get out before it gets too bad. I would, you know, that's what I would do personally. I never, you know, I never would put myself in that situation to begin with. Harry, do you look at the color of the candle when looking at bias and 4 hour because of the Kunt 4 hour close red but at resistance? Exactly. You have to consider where it's closing as well, precisely, right? I sent a DM of the right form. All right, let's look. Story unavailable. There we go. Story unavailable. So you can't even send me. It's so bad, the form, that it doesn't even reach my inbox. One hour, 11 minutes. 30-minute potentially can close bearish. 15-minute is working on some rejection. 5-minute, how's gold doing? Gold popped back up. Gold is starting to form a range for bank holiday. GU as well working nicely here towards the upside. Setting up for sells later. Let's mark this little resistance here. I would say, yeah, GU has a nice setup potentially forming for counter trend. Since it's counter trend, this is the only way I can take it. It's going to be pullback on 5. Support form, retest the highs. That's going to be nice. Pull back somewhere into this zone, see a nice little rejection on 5-minute. I will take that back towards the highs. That's going to be my plan on GU. Pretty simple setup actually. Have you ever thought of looks maxing? What's looks maxing? Alright, what do you think of supply and demand? I think it's valid, especially higher time frames. It shows you good zones. Lower time frames, it's tough because it's always invalidating. Like people would call this a supply and then it just went straight through. So on lower time frames, I prefer to trade in ranges, but higher time frames, realize supply and demand zones are major supports, major resistances, right? So if we look at, let's say the daily on GJ, where's our next supply zone would be our next resistance, but we're marking it as a zone. Why is it important to mark it? Why are zones good on higher time frames? Because zones on higher time frames, on lower time frames, are going to be candles, right? You can see that this zone on lower time frame is actually the exact support. So as a price action trader, instead of marking the zone like this, all I could do is draw a line like that and I'm done. I know where my zone is, right? And that's going to allow you to have higher time frame targetability, right? But remember, you have to also consider these type of resistances here when trading, you know, intraday and stuff. You still gonna look out for breakout of 192, 400 and NY? That's a great question, man. I guess I would have to. But I would only take it with a higher time frame setup, meaning if we have higher time frame stop loss placement. Because in case volume doesn't come in, I need to be hedged. Not hedged, but protected. Sorry, not hedged, protected. I need to be protected that, hey, volume does not come in, I can survive overnight with range. Because I might have to hold that overnight. Do you think the departure of Japan's prime minister will have big effect on yen? The person who affects yen is Udia. He's who affects yen. Morning, Harry. Happy spring day to you. I wish you all the best for today. Thank you for doing the work you're doing. I appreciate you, positive person coming in here this morning. Let's kill it this month. I'm ready. And yeah, I wish the best for you this month as well. Let's all get it, man. Appreciate that message. Harry, I'm matching your psychology, but sometimes I go wrong and lose my patience, or maybe I'm forcing trades. Completely normal, man. Don't beat yourself up. I think my experience of psychology is a lot more in depth. I have more experience in that. If you're somewhat following it, then be proud. I still slip up sometimes. I still sit here and feel like I want to impulsively take a trade all the time, especially when I want to take a trade and make money. You know, it's pretty tough for me. Like I'm normally the guy telling you guys not to take trades, but realize, of course, I feel the same too. You know how, it's frustrating for me to sit here every day and try to explain people the same thing of be patient, otherwise you'll end up losing. You know, it's just as tough. It's just as tough for me, right? Because I wanna be active. I wanna, do stuff. But I know that it's much better, to wait for a setup than to take a loss unintentionally, or intentionally, basically. Tradesharpe, I heard Umar say that the next few months may be clean price action due to elections or something. He had it on his story. What do you think? Historically, yes. Elections has brought volatility. In terms of price action, he can't even say exactly how price action will be. The only thing we can guarantee is some form of volatility in the markets for sure. But in terms of price action itself, yeah, there'll be big moves. So if we can be part of those moves, it's going to be valid, right? It's going to be nice. So it's going to be more of a month, I would assume, of uncertainty and then boom, continuation. Uncertainty, continuation. Uncertainty, continuation. So it's going to be mostly trying to maximize the times of continuation. Please, how did you get this zone? It's like the previous wick of the 4 hour, and on the 1 hour, it's like wherever we see this wick formed, obviously formed a rejection, right? That's why there was a wick there. So this is kind of known as your zone, right? And if you see 4 hour time frame, this is where the top wick is of the 4 hour. Yeah, we did cross through it. It's a little bit lower, like 0.1 pip, but it's the top wick of the 4 hour. So obviously, why is there a top wick there? Because it rejected something, right? It rejected something. That's why we had a resistance there. So I'm marking that resistance. As you can see, we're rejecting it, right? So that's how reading candles from higher time frame, reading candles backwards is also important. $100 to million challenge is going everywhere these days of Alex. Yes, because he's very popular on social media and your algorithm's probably trained to post you account flips and stuff. So you would be seeing it. Also, you bought a Bugatti, so that's definitely going to help with social media. What do you think of Alex's strategy? I think he follows price action, so I respect that. If someone follows price action, I like it because it's showing me that, hey, you're trading in a raw form, right? Anyone trading in a raw form is good. Hey Harry, I appreciate your time. Since I joined your live stream, I'm gaining a lot also in the last phase of 10k prop firm. Wow, a lot of people are actually doing very well on props here. I'm very happy to see. I never imagined a day where a lot of people are going to be telling me how well they're doing on props. What do you think of Raja Bank's strategy? I think he's popularized price action in the industry. So he's the one who popularized price action in the industry. He's more of an impulsive trader. You know, he likes to just go break of zones, more impulsive, lower win rate, but securing a certain amount of pips, you know. But yeah, it's price action. I guess, you know, a lot of traders who trade price action, you know, I can't say anything bad about it. It's just their style. 50-minute candle closing here in 2 minutes. Okay. This will also be 30 minutes setup 3 potentially. Impulsive these days, yeah, it works, but the problem is that it's very low win rate. Like Raja Banks publicly has like a 60%, 50% win rate. Because he only targets 10 pips, right? That's his goal. His goal is just to enter impulsively above a zone, put a small stop loss and target 10 pips. So high chance you have to be stopped out as well. So you have to be good at impulsively taking trades, which can also lead to over trading and stuff like that. So there's benefits, you know, it's all each to their own. All right, gold pushing down here. How big is this range here? 40 pip range. This candle itself, 25 pips. This would be a nice 1 hour close, huh? If 1 hour can flip. London Open here. London Open for GJ is looking 1 hour candle bullish. If we get that 5 above, would be quite nice. So we want very weak 1 hour. We want this 1 hour on gold to close below here. Next 15 closing below will give us sells. If this 1 hour can close below. So that we'll see if that happens. On GJ, I think only entry we're gonna get is scalp entry here. So we're gonna look and see how we can do that with 5-minute candles potentially closing above. We do have a 30-minute setup 3 here. Ideally, you want next 1 hour to actually make fat bottom wick here. Fat bottom wick would be good. So candle close here, closing a little bit strong. 30-minute, 15-minute showing a little bit strong. Might want to make a higher low. This has lower highs, lower lows at the moment. We're working on 5-minute. So we need to break structure, close above here to get continuation. Can have a little scalp in there. So 1 hour ended up closing how? Oof. Just that, well no, not just that, but we did close below this resistance, so sells would still be valid since we're not closing back in the 1 hour range. We're leaving a rejection, so the sells are gonna come where they always were gonna come anyways, and that's gonna be outside the range here. So set an alert in case we're concentrated on GJ. I learned my lesson last time. Okay, 1 hour on GU, closing nicely bullish here. 5-minute can create that structure. I might be interested in a GU, maybe buy if we can create 5-minute bullish structure. Let's see. Alex says that using a backtesting is waste of time. It's not useful in live account. This was his experience of backtesting because he was probably backtesting wrong. If you go DM Alex to use my backtesting software, he can go test it for himself and give a public opinion about it. I'm happy for that. Because the difference with backtesting with tick data and rewinding on TradingView is completely different. Backtesting by scrolling, skipping candles, you don't learn anything. But by actually watching the candles develop and form is going to be extremely important. And wait till you see what we have coming out with Pip Labs and how backtesting will be a thing of the past, literally, because you'll see. But yeah, backtesting for me was massive. I couldn't have been profitable without backtesting. I don't see a path of where I would be profitable without backtesting because I had to prove my strategy works. I can't prove that in live market. There's just too much emotion involved when you're trading live, you know? It's too much emotion trading live that I would skew my strategy. But in backtesting, I can focus on my exact rules and I can really practice to simulate how it was in real life. I mean, you could try it for yourself, right? You can try it for yourself and make the decision. That's why we have a demo. You can try it for yourself and see if it does help you, right? You have a few pairs on there, right? You can try some few pairs. Boom. Which, guess what? Give you confidence and less emotion for live? Yes. It also just proves to you what you're doing works, right? You need to have, if it works in a backtesting software, statistically it's going to work in forward testing unless market conditions have changed. But you would not notice that market conditions unless you've tested previous market conditions, right? Which will either come from years of experience or save yourself time and just backtest. So if we look at it, ultimately both achieve the same result, right? Both will achieve the same result. One just takes longer. Five minutes starting to creep up here. 1 minute for the 5 minute close. Nice little liquidity grab. We'll see if the 5 can close above. Gold slowly but surely making its way down. How much pips do we have to 1 hour resistance if we got above? About 13 pips. So hopefully we get the same in stop loss. Hopefully a 5 minute close gives us around 13 pips stop loss. This is how much? 19 pips is too much. Too much. Would need a next 5 minute. So I guess we'd have to use this as a maybe partial take profit then and just try get runners if that's going to be the case. Why Pip Labs? Why do you recommend us to take backtesting? For the points I just mentioned, right? If you rewind the stream by like 2 minutes. And the reason Pip Labs is because this is a software that I made. So not me myself, but I own it. And me and my business partner Antonio. So we have total control and I know it's going to be a good product and I know it's going to be something good. We also solved the issue of not having tick data on a browser. Right? That's the difference between us. You don't have to download it. You don't have to install it to MetaTrader. You don't have to use MetaTrader interface. No, you can use the TradingView interface with tick data. It's all you need, not skipping candles, right? To be honest, I wouldn't mind a 15 also, to be honest, guys. You know, I wouldn't mind a 15. Would you take 2 setups at the same time if you found 2 good setups? It's very rare I find 2 good setups. And that's where it would be a hard decision of what I trust more. I always found that I trust something more than another. And another easy way to identify is range. Which one has more potential range? So that will either make most of the time make my decision. But in the unlikely event that one is different than the other, or one is the exact same as the other, I'll go half in both. So it's the same risk, total risk, but I'll just go in both as, you know, they're very similar probabilities. So this is the chance for this 5-minute candle to close above here, if we're going to take it based on 5. Appreciate everyone showing up on a bank holiday here. You know, very nice to see. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. Make sure to get the likes up to 300 at least. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Posting content weekly. This is your place to grow and get better at trading, man. This is your place to grow and get better at trading. Harry, since the strategy I use is a combination of your strategy, one from other users' strategy, and I forward tested rather than back test, and my win rate somewhere between 79 and 82 based on quarter, you think I still have to back test it? Not questioning you or Pipla, just asking because I've been profitable. Yeah, but when something changes, then you probably have to go. You know, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But the problem is you don't have the data yet, so give it more time. But as soon as you start to see it going a bit south, or even if it does, maybe it won't, and hopefully it doesn't. But if it does, then you go back and revert and say, hey, I need to test it over these months in previous data to see if it actually worked, you know? So it's just about being alert, right? Which is why you're here, to keep on top of things, right? So before anything major happens, we'll catch it. Look at the rejection here. Very important. GBP USD trying to create support. I actually wanted it much lower here. I want it as low as this zone here. Retest of the daily resistance. This is a very old daily resistance that I don't really care about, to be honest. So I'm going to make this a 15. So I want it to retest here. And once it retests here, I want to see the 5-minute rejection from here. Because then I can put stops where? Below here. How big are my stops here? 7.5 pips. Target here 11 pips. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That would be. So that's why I want that. And it's counter trend, remember. So since it's counter trend, we need that confirmation. First day of the month, counter trend. Sounds like you need confirmation. Gold on its way down here, on its way down, if it can just do a little bit more business. 5-minute is creating some structure here, which is obviously what we like as traders. For finding support and resistance, from which candle do you start looking to create support and resistance? From daily time frame, weekly even, monthly even is possible. All monthly down, but remember, monthly and weekly you only have to mark once. Tradesharpe, my strategy ranges from 12% a month to sometimes 1% a month, averaging around 6-7%. Do you think I should try fix it to make more consistent, or is this normal? Guys, in the exclusive group, how does that statement sound? How nuts is the mindset that that is not normal? You see how the internet pushes people? Bro, you're ahead of 90%. This is perfect. This is how my results are. I have months where I'm up 10, 12, 15%. I have months where I'm up 6, 7%. That is being a proper trader, is when you have consistency. Some months I'm up 4%. Last month was a slow month. 4% last month. That's it. My guy's beating hedge funds and upset. Facts. 15-minute close here. This could be our next option, boys, is the 15-minute close. Bro, you're a gambler. Why you talk like that? Yes, I'm a gambler. Thank you very much. I think he should quit. Others are flipping accounts $100 to 100K and you're making just 1%. Exactly, right? It's not good enough. He has consistency, guys. Come on. He's not full margining every trade like the guys who are flipping and then blow it in one trade. He's trading consistently and it's just not good enough. Alright, if you click the candles, what little circles that pop up? This is from Tradingview, brother. I think it's part of my indicator, to be honest. Part of this PA helper or session bias. I don't know. Claudio can tell me. He'll know more about that. Why is there little circles? All right, 3 minutes here till the 5-minute close. We've successfully made it to the top of the range. Can we close above here is going to be the question at bay. Shit, seems like we have a breakout here. I don't know if we can survive here. I don't know if we can survive 3 minutes here. We don't have 1 minute structure to even take it based on 1 minute. So hopefully this flips makes 1 minute structure. Otherwise we're in for some pain. If you want to enter impulsively, that is also an option. But with 2 minutes to go, it's cutting it tight. Let's see some 1 minute structure, GJ. Let's see some 1 minute structure so we can take it impulsively. Must stay disciplined right now. One minute here, 1 minute. Gold slowly. Gold still has some room, guys, before gold. I think we'll get GJ before we get gold. $57 seconds here. Let's see how this candle closes here. Hopefully we don't push any much more here. 27 seconds. I need a top wick on this candle. All right, let's see if we can get a top wick here. 3 seconds, top wick. That's a, I can't even see if that's a top wick on my broker. Wait. Yeah, I have the nippless of nipple. See a nice bottom wick here. I think with this trade we have to run aggressive stop loss and aggressive management here. Aggressive stop loss, aggressive management. Yeah, I'm gonna try a scalp here, guys. Break of the high, scalp. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run an aggressive stop loss. It might bite me in the ass, but I'm just gonna put stop loss below this support here. And I'm gonna aggressively manage if we break that support. So let's see. Give it like a 0.5 pip, just in case it flips quickly and reflips back down. I don't agree with your SL. Leave it. Room to retest 4-hour, even weekly. Well, I would expect a quick push here. I don't expect pullbacks. If I get pullbacks, I'm getting out of the trade. That would be the idea. After bottom wick with no top wick, if I see pullbacks, I'll just get out the trade anyways. All right, got entered on that. Stop loss around 16 pips. See how it goes. BE point somewhere up here, 1 hour resistances. Would be looking to go BE. See how this 5-minute closes here in 49 seconds? Hi, after the stream, would it be okay if I discuss Discord account transfer? Yeah, all you have to do is contact WAP. They can help you, walk you through it. They have a support chat, they'll walk you through it. Potential 5-minute thunderstorm. We want to see it close like this, weak bullish. I mean weak bearish, sorry. Or bullish, that's also fine. Let's see how this candle closed. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that the 5 closed weak bullish. It's not normally a good, you know, continuation candle. But we'll see. If we have volume here, it should be able to push. Should be able to push. Beautiful, GJ. Nice, 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 nice. I wonder if it will be worth securing at 1 hour because it is a 1 hour resistance. That's something we have to consider here. One minute, no pullbacks, no bottom wick on 1 minute. Let me just check my broker here, see where if we tapped 1 hour. Guys, on my broker, we tapped 1 hour. I can show you this. Look, on my broker, we tapped 1 hour on my broker. So I'm actually going to be moving break even here. I'm going to be moving my stops to break even on this position here, since we tapped 1 hour. So let me move that here. There we go. So hopefully we can survive this. But since we tapped 1 hour, I'm going to be moving stops to break even. Let's see if we can survive. Can we bounce? Can we bounce off entry, right? So basically leave it like this. Let's see if we can do it. Can we bounce? Okay, that stopped me out break even. As you can see, out break even here. So tapped 1 hour. Luckily I checked broker. If I didn't check broker here, guys, would have been extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous if I didn't check broker. So luckily I checked broker. We tapped 1 hour and that's it. Unfortunately, I don't close early. That's part of my plan, not to close early. I saw about 8.9 pips here, not enough for me to close. And I'm not playing it dangerous at the highs. So yeah. I just don't want to play it dangerous at the highs, even though this could still continue here like it is doing. We just have to be a little bit careful here, right? Have to be a little bit careful. So that was my call here. Showed you my broker made a decision. So let's see how this trade would have played out so I can journal it, but yeah. So yeah, that's my personal decision. Personal decision, since it tapped on broker. I'd like to see other brokers as well, just to see how it's comparing. Yeah. So whenever you have a gap like this, guys, you want to take the closest gap. So this was actually technically not exactly tapped, but I'll consider it tapped. I consider it tapped. I would have gone break even after this 1 minute close anyways. This new 1 minute close. Probably would have gone break even again or manage my stop loss below here. But yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Did you break even? I did break even on this. If you guys are still holding and you want to, that's your choice. But that's my decision for today, first of the month. A little bit annoying that we couldn't get the follow through. I really was looking good volume here, guys. It was looking like good volume here. But only saw 8 pips of profit. The only time I would consider closing is if we properly were struggling at the 1 hour resistance, right? If we were properly struggling at the 1 hour resistance, that's the only time I would consider closing. Reason being is that, you know, I would want to secure profits. I just secured at 1 hour. Yeah, it wasn't enough for me to secure at 1 hour, guys. I needed at least I mean not like fully 1 hour. I need at least, and that's 10 pips. Like that's 6 pips difference from my entry. So I had to follow that. But we knew the risk. We knew the risk of buying at highs. So we gave it the risk. It paid off. We got into profit, and now we call it quits. We don't force the market, right? So I'm happy with the decision here. If you guys didn't follow that decision, then follow your plan. I'm just sharing what I'm doing, especially buying market highs. Nice to see a setup come, right? So to be honest, I'm not too upset with that decision. I'll take it. I'll take it, guys. First trade of the month, break even. Seems good to me. Seems good to me. $15-minute. It was a buy. It's a setup 1. Anyone know the time? Yeah, this is what. So I think good decision in my eyes based on our stop loss being here, right, guys? So we went aggressive stop loss, which means aggressive management. Who remembers this week's video? This is what. Let's see in chat. Anyone who watched this week's video, right? Anyone who watched this week's video, what is this? A setup A or a setup B? Let's see. Good, good. Look at Zoom chat, man. They're on point, man. guys in the exclusives are on point. There we go. Some guys in chat, A. Perfect. A, right? So what did I say about A type setups? Need aggressive management, right? So it allows us to give a shot, no follow through, no volume, no problem. We will take it. We will take it. We will take it. So yeah. Anyways, if you learned something in this trade today with us, guys, if you learned something, we lost nothing in this trade, so there's no harm in that. Make sure that you leave a W in chat if you learned something so I can see. That's what's important, is that you do learn something, right? Volatility but no volume? Yes, exactly. So put one for the gram here. Right? Saving yourself from a potential loss, right? Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. That's actually useful. Today ended up giving this aggressive shot here towards the upside. Went aggressive break even because of that. Saved on that. And yeah, let's get it. So yeah, this is just good lessons, you know, it's just good lessons. So I hope you guys understand why I made that decision. Today it seemed to be the right decision. Maybe other days it will be the wrong decision. But I have to make the decision with my aggressive stop loss. I agree with your decision in today's trade, yes. So for a bit of educational purposes, the reason why I made this decision is we're buying towards where? The top of the range. So I know it's going to be the last push. It's the last push before potential retracements. Now to get my risk to reward, I go aggressive stop loss because I expect a push. We luckily had beautiful 5-minute close above. We had beautiful 1-minute structure form above, you know. This was very, very good in terms of that situation where we form 1-minute structure. So if we had volume, this portion here should have had what? Follow through. Follow through to give us 2 TP, and then it can do whatever it wants. Right? Because why we're running aggressive stop loss? Why are we running aggressive stop loss? Because we have aggressive TP and we need what? We need the risk to reward. Because we don't want to risk down here stop loss. We don't want to risk, you know, let's say down here we're risking 21 pips, but then we have to close at 16 pips when the position we can expect direct push. This is the problem, right? You see these pullbacks, you're buying top of range, expect pullbacks, right? Took 2 hours now, gold and GJ. Oh, what did you do on GJ? Gold, yeah, gold was a mistake. You saw the mistake there. I hope you understood what was happening with gold. GJ should be totally fine here, right? Had plenty of time to go break even. So GU coming back in the range with bearish bias. How's gold doing? Gold giving us the sells here? No, we would have got triggered our alert tick, but it didn't. It didn't. Anyways, leave a like on the stream for avoiding that loss. Definitely nice to avoid a loss beginning of the month. Based on my stop loss, just avoided it. So yeah, a lot to learn from that, right? What do you think of swing trading gold? Yes, I like swing trading gold. So yeah. So beginning of the month, it's not bad. We did get some follow through, which is nice, especially buying so high in the range. I'm not too, that doesn't worry me. It would have worried me if we saw immediate rejection, flip up immediate rejection. That would have worried me. Like, hey, shit, we're not ready yet. But just to see some form of follow through means that there is volume cooking in the market. With today being top of range, bank holiday, it's actually not the worst thing not to see follow through. Like, it's not a bad thing, but as a trader we have to make sure to manage, because a lot of people, even if this does end up playing out, guys, I want you to remember that based on our risk to reward stop loss, we would have been hit SL, right? Because where did we put stop? Here. So managing it was the correct decision, right? So I would like to note that. Correct to BE. I want to post the trade. What's this? 2029. So we will get the follow through, guys. It will come, you know, first day of the month. Just be patient. If that was a day with good volume, we're flying, man. We're flying, you know. We're flying for sure. So it's a good sign, though. It's a good sign. First watch you when you had a lot of haters commenting. Yeah, you know, they obviously want to hate. A lot of people want to hate. That's okay, you know. I know that's part of the game, but the real respect should be here that I show up daily trading live in front of people. I don't think there's many people who do that anymore properly. I don't think that's happened. You know, and I'm trading here with an approach not for hype, guys. I trade proper trade management, proper TPs, not all of, you know, some of this different stuff that, you know, is just to create hype on a live stream. Because if I wanted to create hype, I say, okay, first TP hit, take profit. This is counted as a win. But we really well know. Let's do some math, and you will find out that, hey, if I'm doing that, I'm not actually making money, right? If I'm doing that BS, like, I have to let it hit something decent. So it has to be a technical reason to close. Right? Has to be technical reason to close. Never ever do we close, should we? And it's a mistake if I close without technical reason. I'm not going to say never ever, because I do make those mistakes sometimes. I have journaled my mistakes when I do close emotionally. Like, this is a bad management, stop loss. Miss TP by 1 pip. That's also another one. But that shows good management as I followed my plan. As I followed my plan. What's this? Come on, bro. Roads are dry here, man. Be careful of the crocodile, huh? Be careful of the crocodile. I think we can get more buys later above the highs with more confirmation. Gold is ranging, bank holiday coming to full effect now on gold. Guys, I want to teach you a little trick. How you notice when something is very low volume is these wicks. You guys see these wicks? How you get these wicks? This means that volume has left the market. You'll go in 1 minute, you'll see what I'm talking about. You see these wicks? This means volume has left the market. There's no volume in an asset that's forming wicks like that. Low volume time before market open, volume comes back in. Right? So realize that this is exactly what's happening. So be careful with that. So like I said in the beginning, if this trade does end up playing out here, going straight to TP, remember, still based on my stop loss, I would have been stopped, right? So there was no way getting out of this. And you can see how many people are here just to trade. Look at the drop off today. Today we have, you know, this actually looks like Mount Kilimanjaro. This looks like Mount Kilimanjaro. This looks like copy paste of Mount Kilimanjaro. Look at this. So we have this rooftop here and then the drop off here. If we Google Mount Kilimanjaro, let's see. Don't even know how to spell it. Worst spelling, I know, don't hate. It's not that bad. Look at it. Pretty much exactly the same. I think I should be a visualist because this is copy paste, right? Look, this is what we have. So we have the, if you look at the same here, so this is the little, so we're actually looking at it like this. So this is the growth. Look, this, you can't say, look, you come up, you go down. You come up, you go down. That's that little notch here, right? And now we're at the top of the mountain here, and that's the drop off for the other side. The other side. And the elephant is me. Yes, sir. Big elephant. So we call this Mount Kilimanjaro stream pattern. Did Harry just Google Mount Kilimanjaro? Yes. We need GeoGuessr game. All right, before we end stream, GeoGuessr game, I guess. We'll do that before we end stream. But I'm so bad at it, but you know, we need to get good at a skill. We need to get good at the skill. What pair do you think I should trade in NY? I like to trade gold, GU, NY. But if you want to look at the indice, US 30 is pretty good. SPX and NAS, you know. Lock in. What to play? Don't end stream? No, we're not ending stream. I'm trying to think of another potential setup. The only other potential setup I see is a wick fill. Wick fill with a 30-minute close, because 15 would have to close back above, but I don't like re-entering again when we've already reached a rejection point. So I rather it pull back now. Let's see what GU is doing. GU could give us setup 2. 30 technically didn't close back in the range, but we're still bearish bias, which makes me uncomfortable. Oof, that 5-minute looks nasty though. So I'll be careful with that. Gold is out the question now, guys. Gold is ranging for bank holiday. I'm not trading gold till tomorrow. It's done for bank holiday. But I'm glad we could get a trade in. Isn't that nuts? Like, it's a good sign if we can get in a trade during a bank holiday. It's a good sign, I'll tell you that much. Play Fortnite, don't end the stream. No, if I were to play on stream, should I do a Counter-Strike stream, guys, one day? Stream my Counter-Strike. We should, right? Just for fun. Yeah, one day, maybe like a Friday when we're finished trading or we take in a trade, we would do a Counter-Strike stream. Just to stream me playing one game. You can see how pissed I get at people. You can see how pissed I get at people. Alright, price pushing up here. Let's see how we can possibly entertain different entries here. 1 hour will close in 19 minutes, potentially above. So it's coming back to properly retest the 1 hour. Again, like I said, with my tight stop loss here, I had to be tight with management, otherwise I would have been stopped out. For me, the good stop loss, which is probably 23 pips here, 22 pips, I wouldn't have been stopped out. But target has to be basically back to the 15-minute resistance, which is going to be this one back here. But long term, that would be a bad thought process because you're buying top of range. So that thought process where you want to let it play out during the day, you don't want to do at top of range. You want to do that thought process down here, or mid-range is fine, as that's normally where we get our confirmation is mid-range. What's the name of that geo? Oh, it's called GeoGuessr. That's stupid. All right, GeoGuessr. Let's go. Okay, who's ready, guys? Who's ready? GeoGuessr. Let's play one round at least. One round at least. Let's go. You guys better be locked in here, right? I better see some people locked in. All right, here we go. Shit. What you mean sign up? Who says I need to sign up? Shit, man. I don't want to sign up to your BS. Play now. Shit, man. Code. Ah, we need to hide IP or something, bro. Let's try get this. Let's try. Does it still catch me? Shit. There is free daily down? Where? What is... Oh, there we go. Okay, we got it. Don't worry. We got it. Let's go. We got it. Don't worry. 1 minute 58. Oh, we played this. Come on, this is not fair. We played. There's a freaking flag here. We played. This is the same game. What? Cheap. These guys are not fair, bro. I don't rate this company. At Pip Labs, we give you 1 month of demo. These guys don't even give us. Come on, at least give us. So we need to wait for Tuesday, guys. We need to wait for Tuesday. Shit, man. I probably will sign up. Will they ask me for email code? Please. No email code. Let's go. It's paid. You have to give me. I signed up to you guys. Okay. New campaign. Let's go. Come on. This is such a bad website, man. They don't even give you when you sign up, bro. I signed up and everything. This is not fair. I don't rate this. Open Guesser? What's Open Guesser? Ah, free GeoGuessr alternative. Let's go, bro. Clutch. He's incoming clutch. Alright, here we go, guys. Here we go. Holy shit. What is this? Look at the quality. We're a bit stuck. Alright, this has to be... Oof. Oof. This is not easy, man. This is not easy. With these trees on the side, you know, has to be somewhere in like... I don't know, man. Trees, I think Scotland has more of a rocky. Alright, so they have people who are drifting here. Oh, there's a Observatory Road. Guys, let's cheat. Someone search in Google where Observatory Road is here. We need to cheat. That's the only way. But someone drifting around here. So if someone's drifting, mean that it's a country where people are not civilized. This is a bunch of cool people here. Man, I'm stuck. Chat ain't helping much. You guys are not helping much. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Alex, man. It looks like Australia, man. We have to go for Australia. Shit, why is this map not working? Oh, they cropped the map. Alright, let's say... It's India? No, it's not India, bro. Let's go with South Africa, but I can't even scroll to South Africa on this shit. Guess. Let's just see how this game works. Let's say it's somewhere in... Oh, there we go. Now we're working. Okay. Don't know, boys. Let's just go here. Let's see how bad. Oh, that's not bad, boys. That's not bad. That's not bad. Come on, man. We got Australia. Man, I'm killing it in this game. I should become a geoguesser. That's not bad. That's not bad. I rate myself on that. That's not bad. One more round. One more round. All right. All right, so we're in the desert side with a coast. This looks like Spain, man. This looks like Spain. Actually, no, this is not Spain's soil. Let's see the tire marks. Shit, I broke it. Morocco, I don't know if this is Morocco, boys. Say this is somewhere in Africa. Anyone know where these power lines are from? Okay, we got a truck here. This is not Kenya. This is not Kenya. Come on, guys. You guys suck at this game. Yo, I don't know, man. Gonna say somewhere here. Holy shit. It's in Australia again. Bro, this is not fair. Okay, last one. I have to get somewhat right. Alright. This is definitely in... Okay, this is definitely South America. We're in South America for sure, right? This is South America. Where in South America, guys? This is definitely South America. What are we saying? Mexico? Yeah, this church looks... not church, graveyard, sorry, looks a little bit Mexican. Alright. It's gonna be Mexico, huh? Where in Mexico, though? You think Chile? I think Mexico. Let's go here. I'm going here. Bro, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm gonna call that a win. That's not bad. We said somewhere here. It was just a little bit higher. I should have made that guess because of the sandy areas. So we should have gone closer to the sand. But that's a little trick we're gonna learn, right? So it's not bad. Server cost. Yeah, tell me about server cost, brother. My server costs more than your server because you only have to put maps. We're requesting data, so don't give me that BS. And we offer a demo. Alright, price has been ranging here. Tell me about servers, bro. Tell me about servers. Alright, you breaking down, GJ not doing much. Yeah, man, I'm gonna call it a stream here. Bro, you're so emotional. How are you a trader? Because I'm different outside of a trader, right? I have to remain in my job professional, but outside I can do what the hell I want. Wait till you see me, guys, play Counter-Strike. You've seen nothing. You've seen nothing, bro. You've seen nothing. Anyways. Good trade today, guys. W's in chat for the trade, everyone who took that from us and managed with me. I hope you guys understand why we managed. Both ways here, I think all in all, I would have just closed break even with it being bank holiday. And yeah, man, hopefully tomorrow is going to be good. No bank holiday tomorrow, so hopefully we get volume and can start trading. So good start to the month here. Nice to see a setup come through. It's promising. And let's see what we can do for the rest of the day. Hopefully this doesn't just chug up slowly and we actually create good structure. I think as a swing trade here, a potential swing trade, not swing but higher time frame trade would be entering based on 4 hour. Entering based on 4 hour stop loss 100 pips here for this ultimate breakout, you know, would be an option. So I might do that. If this candle closes like this in an hour. next candle makes a bottom wick, I'll buy off that bottom wick, just give it a shot. But I do think we need to fill in some of this zone. So if we could see this for us long term would be good. Come back down to this zone and trade towards the upside. And yeah, Kyle, why are you drinking Coke at this time in the morning, man? What the fuck, man? Like, hello. So yeah, let's get it. Take care all, and catch you guys on tomorrow's stream. So with that being said, take care. Hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you all.